I don't have a toxic trait. I have growth traits. And so my growth trait is basically, shoot, sometimes I like shut down.
You don't have a toxic trait. You just said 2 dudes ago that you're omnious or whatever. You're always thinking the negative is gonna happen. What are you talking about? You basically said you always think the worst is gonna happen, and you're lying to this man. Said you don't have a toxic trait. That's toxic as heck. Run, bruh, run. Who we got?
Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
My name is Drew. I'm a system engineer and I'm 27.
Okay, Drew, I didn't even have to ask you
right.
anything. You came out ready.
Yeah, ready to go. Yeah.
And what are some things like?
All right, what we think? You got a chance?
look normal.
You gonna get a balloon?
It's the dreads.
The
You
shave,
look like- you
the
look-
shave,
you look like
the
Jimmy
shaved
Butler.
dreads. You know,
You
might
look
be a
like
problem.
Jimmy Butler.
He
You
like
like Jimmy Butler.
He like
You
Jimmy, but
look
you know
like-
Jimmy Butler like a totem pole. That's not a compliment,
I was
bro.
gonna say that. He just look like every normal dude with a 9-to-5 job or working at corporate America.
Yeah, he should be able to get something. Oh, especially with some of these chicks, bro. Yeah.
To do for fun.
Unless he got a
So I do
15-hour
a couple of different
job.
things for fun. So right now I'm currently training my dog for agility courses and things like that. So I'm trying to get more into that, and as well as like I also do a little bit of fitness stuff on the side, like motivational fitness and things like that.
Okay.
So just trying to expand my repertoire and be like well balanced.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now, what are some things you look for in a woman?
Definitely someone who's more on the humble side, has a good head on their shoulders, is able to kind of like tell me and communicate things effectively, and also just be someone who's willing to listen, right? I think for me, when I look for someone who's listening and capable of listening them back, we kind of make it work because I'm kind of a listener. So
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what are some of your deal breakers?
deal breakers, I would definitely have to say anybody who isn't capable of being humble. Like there's situations and times where you might be like a little bit over stressed about something, about you have a way to control yourself. I think that's really something that's really important. So if you're not able to do that, it's going to be kind of an issue.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we did get a pop balloon over here.
Okay.
Let's go on over there and see what's going on. All right. If we can have
She ain't
your
happy
name
with
and
nobody.
age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Hi, my name is Jasmine. I'm 24.
Okay. And why'd you end up popping your balloon, Jasmine?
I feel like you're very handsome.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. It's not really my type.
Okay. Is there something specific that makes him not really your type?
And I wouldn't even say I have a type. It's just attraction.
Okay.
Yeah.
So not really attracted.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, Drew, is she someone that's your type?
Nah, I don't think so. Kind of the same. I'm not really feeling like a physical attraction. I love the outfit and everything, but just physically, I'm not really feeling like an attraction. I think, for the most part, you see someone physically, you want to make sure you can kind of vibe with them a little bit first. So,
Right.
yeah. But I love the outfit though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, and we do still have the rest of the balloons left unpopped.
Dude is
I'm gonna go
nervous.
ahead and have you ask these ladies a
Dude is,
question,
like,
just
real
to help you narrow
nervous.
it
This is
down,
funny.
see who's more of your vibe.
Okay. So in a relationship, when you're with somebody, there's always traits that come out naturally when you're with someone for a period of time. What would you say is your like most toxic trait? You would think that something that you'd be like, oh, this is gonna shy someone away. And what would you say is your best quality, like your best trait?
All right, Lottie. What's your most toxic trait that you can't hide until you can hide it for so long, bro?
Oh, for me?
That's right.
Uh,
We're being honest. This is the honesty circle.
My most toxic trait.
That's you
Ooh.
too, 5-star.
I think my wife discovered it, and it's the funniest thing. Every now and then, I do take a lot of lessons from other individuals that are lower tier than me. And I think that's a bad thing, because like necessarily you got to preach about being, straightforward and whatnot, but I've noticed that it's been a lesson for me to sit there and be like, all right, take it back a step. Don't always blast everything. Because I used to be extremely just straightforward and start blasting people. And then I had to learn, just take it back. My wife kind of low-key discovered that for me.
So you're basically saying you've turned something that's supposed to be a negative into a positive to make yourself look even better. Eh? I know somebody else who do that shit. You have somehow made that a good thing. Yeah, I tend to listen to niggas who are beneath me. What the freak?
Well, I ain't saying
All right,
like that.
5-star. Give us some real humility. Give us a real humble answer.
Yeah, I'm a flirt. That's my thing.
You what?
I'm a flirt. Like if I see a girl who's probably a little bit more attractive than the girl I'm with, like I'll
Okay,
flirt
that
with
is
her, bro.
toxic.
Yeah, if you're flirting with other women, flirting is bad, especially if you have a girlfriend.
But I mean,
Dang, my toxic, what I would think that people call toxic, I get mad, and then it takes time for me to calm down. Like if I'm upset off something, I can't just, I'm gonna hold that for a while until I get, I don't have the ability as much as I wish to instantly calm myself down and go back to a neutral position. When I'm hot, I fume until it's a slow, and I wish it would happen quicker. So my temper can get in the way at times. Sometimes I got to work on my temper, and being angry is definitely a toxic trait. Even though I'm able to get it down,
that's what I say.
I wish I could do it quicker. I wish I could control my emotions better. I'm emotional. I think
isn't that something you just
overall
learn as you get
emotional.
older?
I'm too emotional.
Wait,
emotional.
Faza, what'd you say?
like, isn't that something you learn as you get older, though? In general, like learning to control your emotion, I guess.
I feel like if you're emotional, but you have to be able to manage them better. I just feel like there's people that are older than me and dying in their deathbed right now who still are trash. Who
Are
have no
angry as
control of
fuck.
angry, mad, bitter, and still dealing with it. So yeah, my emotions, even if it's not anger, it could be sadness or sometimes joy. I just go, I'm emotional, and I think that could be a problem. That could be toxic. You hear that, Lottie? You see how I just used that?
What
You
I
bastard.
think about that is like I used to just blast people.
It's okay,
Like I
it's
used
all right,
to
I
be
understand.
extremely rude, and so I learned how to chill out.
Yeah.
And be a little bit more
Yeah.
cordial.
Okay. Let's get back to it.
All right. Let's start over here with your name and age, and what is your
For
toxic
me,
trait
I
and
think
your
it's
best
just,
trait?
just keeping it 100
Alaya, and I'm
at all
25. I would say my
and
toxic
not
trait would
hide
be
shit
I would
that
shut
you
down.
can't, like,
I need
don't
time
wanna
to
spill
process.
out.
I'm sorry. What were you saying? What was
You
yours?
fucking Jody skipped that nigga quick.
Oh, he's still. I didn't know. Yeah. What was your toxic trait? Trico.
I said, keep it 100 with me, and don't hide your feelings.
Your toxic trait, not what you want from that. Thank you.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
what I'm saying.
situation before I
Like,
can actually talk to
I'd
you. But
rather
a lot
you
of people
keep
like
it
to talk in
100
that
with me
moment to
because
resolve the
if
issue.
you
So I
don't
would say
keep it
that was my
100 with me,
toxic
then
trait.
I
And
don't
then
F
for
with
my
you.
most,
Got it.
What was the question? What was your best trait? My best trait, my optimism. I'm very optimistic. I just love thinking about the future and what can possibly happen.
Okay.
Your name and age and the answer to his question.
I'm Asia, I'm 25, and I would say my best trait that comes out, I think I'm like really helpful. If I notice something like that you might need help in or like you forgot to do something, I'll always like try to help out any way I can. And then toxic trait, I would say I'll just like ghost people. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Questions on that?
When you mean ghost, like, do you just kind of vanish and then have a reason why you vanish? Do you come back and at least give a reason, or you just
Yeah, I'll
drop
give a
it?
reason. I'll give a reason.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's bad for me too. I gotta admit. So real quick, I was messing with this woman, and she, I had her fluids on my fingers, and when I say that it smelled bad, the whole room smelled. The whole room smelled like cooch, and it was rancid. And I left, and I couldn't get her filthy smell off my fingers for 14 days, 15 days. I could still smell it, a little bit of it. At washing, over 2 weeks, I could still smell
You be
her.
finding these girls at goddamn.
Hey, bro, she was, and she called. I didn't say no, I didn't say no response. And it's crazy because I told her hygiene is one of my things. Hygiene. And she heard it like she would.
You thought that shit didn't apply to her?
She was calling, texting, no response. Even to this day, a year, we're years later, and I think I got a Happy New Year's text from her. Still no response. What the freak you still getting me up for? That was years ago. That was like 2 years ago, and you're still hitting Happy New Year's, tight, unread. I still didn't tell her, but she knew she stink, because after she was like, "Ooh, my cookie." She did this, my cookie.
That's right.
Ooh, my cookie. She was like, ooh, my God. I'm looking at this. Never want to see her again in my life. Never again.
I try not to do that anymore, but it tends to happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, yeah. Okay. Appreciate that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no problem.
Yeah.
Your name and age, and what is your best trait and toxic trait?
My name is Princess. I'm 23. I would say my best trait is that I'm very understanding. I'm very patient, sometimes more patient than I need to be. I would say my toxic trait would be I'm an overthinker. So I keep a lot of thoughts to myself and ponder on it before, I start to come to a conclusion. But I'm not like the type where it's like I'm gonna accuse you or something. I just overthink a lot of different things. So that's what I would
Okay.
say.
Well, I'm a listener, so you can, just tell me whatever. I'll say I'll be a therapist for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be back for you. Let's go over here. Your name and age, and
I'm Taylor. I'm 22, and my toxic trait would be probably my attitude, but I've been working on it. Yeah. And then what was the other one?
your best trait.
My best trait, I'm motivational. Like, I will push you to do things. I'll be on top of you. So, I mean,
There's a big difference between motivational and bossy, and I'm pretty sure you're the toxic side of that. You ain't motivating. You're bossy. I'm sure of it.
and then if you need anything too, like, I'm always a good listener. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Appreciate that. I kind of want to go back on that. You mentioned you said attitude. That was your.
Yeah.
Can you kind of explain what do you mean by attitude? Like, say for example,
What do you mean?
I didn't fill up your car with gas or something like that. I forgot or something like that. Yeah. Can you kind of?
Yeah, if you drove her car around all day, you're gonna hear from it. She's gonna say you didn't put gas in my car. She's gonna give you a problem about it. What freak you talking
Why
about?
you ain't got your own car?
Yeah, why even he bringing that up as an example? But that shouldn't even be an
Oh,
example.
okay.
If I didn't put the car and get gas in your car, it's gonna be. I mean, why would you forget to fill up a car with you using somebody's car? Put gas in it.
Like, nigga, what's going on?
Like, how would I react to the situation?
Yeah. How would you react? Yeah. Say I did something in the past and then that was the final thing and now you're I've had it
Oh, yeah, I'm going to tell you everything. But,
Okay. Would you let it build up? Would you communicate that?
no, I communicate it
Okay.
for sure. But if you're just doing the same thing over and over again, then yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but
It's okay.
yeah.
Yeah. No, that's actually a good answer though. Yeah.
Okay.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
Thank
sure.
you.
Yeah.
Your name and age, and what is your best trait?
Oh
and
boy, stay away, bro.
I'm Paris. I'm 28. My
laughing.
best trait is that I'm down to earth. Everything. I don't have a toxic trait. I have growth traits, and so my growth trait is basically, sometimes I shut down.
You don't have a toxic trait. You just said 2 dudes ago that you're omnious or whatever. You're always thinking the negative is gonna happen. What are you talking about? You basically said you always think the worst is gonna happen, and you're lying to this man. Said you don't have a toxic trait. That's toxic as heck. Run, bruh, run.
Growth trait is basically
See, like I said,
sometimes I
not being real.
shut down. I have my moments. I'm not a person that have mood swings. It's just that I'm a person that you have to be able to understand because I have a pattern. But they're not bad patterns. They're good patterns. When you know, you know. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that balloon's getting popped.
Yeah. I'm good. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
All right, we did get a pop over here. Your name and age, and why you ended up popping your balloon.
I'm Alex. I'm 25. I just don't see myself being your woman. I see myself being your friend. We can hang out.
Yeah.
You're attractive. Nothing wrong
Appreciate
with
that.
you.
Thank you.
I just don't see myself being with you.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
Is it something he said, or is it?
Oh, his pants are kind of tight, but he's not ugly or anything.
Athletic fit,
I
so,
just, I just feel
I
we
ran
can
track,
be
so.
we can be friends. We can go to the bar and drink.
Okay.
That's about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Not serious.
All right.
And she's someone that's your type.
No, I think kind of on the friend basis, like you were saying, I would definitely see us kind of vibing as friends kind of thing. You really direct with your approach of kind of why you popped your balloon and things like that. So I really appreciate that. And that's kind of what I like to have in my friend group anyway. Someone who's more direct, kind of, be able to communicate effectively. So yeah, not really my type per
She
se,
a
preference wise, but
smelly
definitely
airhead.
a friend for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so I am going to have you pop. How many balloons should we do? Let's do 2 balloons.
Okay. Oh,
I know. So I'm gonna go ahead and hand you a pick.
Who's he gonna pop? I think he's gonna pop Lady in Red and the other
There you
chick
go.
down there a
Go
little
ahead
bit further.
And pop those 2 balloons, and then I'll follow you and ask you why you ended up popping
Definitely
after you
in the
pop
He's
green.
those
gonna
2.
pop the red. She's the most beautiful. I think he's gonna pop her.
The cheetah
Okay.
queen and then the ugly chick.
The who?
The one at the very end, the one with like the green cheetah dress.
Yeah. Get her and Lady in Red.
I'll follow you and ask you why you ended up popping after you pop those 2.
okay.
Start at the end, bro. Start at the end. Get her. Get her. I'm coming.
Okay.
Ah.
Good job.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
First one
her.
you popped. So
Oh,
why did we end
good
up popping
job.
her balloon?
Nice.
Honestly, the responses you gave were really nice and everything. I think it was just a fit. I wasn't really feeling the fit kind of thing. You seem very, very humble, which is top notch. Like I love that. But I think it was just like the fit. So yeah. But you're really you well spoken. So yeah.
Okay. All right. And so why did you have your balloon unpopped for him?
I kind of see it like you cool, could be like a cute little partnership or whatever type thing. I mean, hey, it ain't nothing too bad to say about you for real, but yeah,
All right. Thank you. And then so why did we end up popping her balloon?
Young and immature.
I think the thing that you mentioned, and I know you said you're kind of working on it, was kind of like the attitude control kind of thing. I think for me, I've had relationships in the past where that has been something that they said they were working on, and it ended up being like a big, big problem. So I think my fear of kind of diving into that again, I'm not saying that it's always bad. Sometimes it's good because sometimes you need that counterbalance. I think that's what kind of deterred me away. Other than that, love the outfit, like well spoken as well.
Thank you.
But yeah, that's the primary thing. Yeah.
And so why did you have your balloon
Damn.
unpopped for him?
You just lost Lady in Red. You see that?
I love dogs.
You see that? You should have popped a Lady in Red. She told you truths that she wouldn't tell you if she was into you, bro. You just got. I know she's sexy. I understand why you stayed with her.
And so you said you were training with dogs, right?
Yeah,
Or
I'm
it's
training
your
my dog right now. Yeah.
So yeah, and I go to the gym. I go to the gym like 4 or 5 times a week. So, and I don't know. You seem like you know what you want. So I kind of like that.
Yeah. Appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. And we did get a pop balloon back here. Okay, why did we end up popping?
I didn't want to pop, but the more I was like looking at you, you really kind of like resemble my uncle. Yeah, that's not a bad thing. My uncle's handsome.
Yeah,
You're a handsome
thank
man. But I just
don't want you.
Too much.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you gonna win if you get the yellow? Hey, if you get the chick with the yellow, you gonna win, brother. Hey, I hope you get it.
Someone that's your
Don't
type.
take the baby mama.
Yeah, I
please.
would say so for sure. Well put together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely.
Let's
yeah,
just
for
hope you
sure. I
make
would
the
definitely.
right
I'll be honest though. Sometimes baby mamas could make good partners because they realize they effed up in life. They realize their value's not as high, and they are more desperate. A bad way of saying it.
You ain't one of
They're
them.
more open to compromise than someone who thinks they hot and they the. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it could be a good thing, and sometimes it could be a bad thing. But if you're me personally, I wouldn't have a problem with dating a woman who had a kid. Me personally, I don't think that's a deal breaker for me, but I understand how others would. But that's not even 2 kids. I don't discriminate against that. I think it could bring more than what it takes. It could with the right woman, I believe, because once you have kids, if you're actually a good mother, not a ratchet like some of these, it grows you up, makes you more mature, and you see life. You should see life from a different perspective.
For sure, if I.
You know, a good
Sorry,
mother who's trying to
100%.
get their life together and stuff.
Yeah, like that.
Uncle, huh?
Uncle.
I hear you.
Sorry, out. 100%. Yeah.
Just had to be the uncle, huh?
Uncle.
All right. Any questions, ladies, for our guy? Okay, let's start down here.
How do you feel about somebody with kids?
There it is.
Great question. So with kids, I would rather prefer to grow with somebody and kind of start a family on my own, but I've kind of been able to kind of evolve from that a little bit. So if the person has kids, as long as it's not like a bunch of kids with different baby daddies, that kind of thing, then I'll be able to kind of grow and kind of change and adapt. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have 1 child.
Okay.
Pop Boo Boo Kitty's balloon.
That's
How old is the child?
She's 5.
5. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Think we had a question over here. Yes. Where are you from?
I'm from New York City originally.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where do you reside now?
I reside actually here in Scottsdale, Arizona. Yeah.
Will distance be a problem for you?
Yeah. Yeah.
You ain't.
No.
Saw that coming.
I just rooted for you, bro.
Is a dumbass.
I just
Damn.
rooted for you, man.
Damn.
I saw that coming. I was waiting
She
for that
heard the other woman pop a balloon. What? Like, you guys are robots. You guys aren't even freaking functioning humans. You guys are freaking redundant, dumb,
You know,
arrogant, shallow
when she
bitches.
was
Like,
listening
y'all
to that
ain't.
woman, when she was listening to that woman, I said, yeah, she about to pop this. Wait for that.
Oh my God.
Oh,
You reside now?
I reside actually here in Scottsdale,
I saw that
Arizona.
one.
Yeah.
Will distance be a problem for you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And where do you reside? Georgia.
Georgia.
Savannah.
Okay.
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 Oh man, all right.
You're from Georgia. You come to Arizona to get on a dating show looking for love. You bitches is crazy. Y'all all doing it for the thrills. None of y'all are sincere. None of y'all are sincere. None of y'all.
There for the
So
cloud.
you did have your balloon and popper for quite some
Yeah,
time.
Arizona, the
What
party city.
was
So you know
intriguing
they-
you? He's attractive, very well spoken, good head on his shoulders.
Thank you.
I like just the overall aesthetic.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
How about you start by saying you're from out of state? Oh, you won't though, because you'll get your balloon popped for sure.
Yeah.
And now she's someone that's your type. Would you approach her if you saw her out?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Given like qualities, kind of like my mom, not in a weird way, like motherly qualities that.
I said that before
You know.
I came to.
just like I mean, obviously, I feel like every guy, like if they have a good relationship with their family, their mom is kind of their first girlfriend, so to speak. So I like to look for like attitude and charisma like that, and she definitely exemplifies that. So yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, we did get a pop down here. Why did we end up popping?
The kid thing. I think I would prefer someone who's just already like, oh yeah, I don't have no problem with that. There's a lot that comes with having a child, so I wouldn't want it to be a burden on you type deal. So.
Okay, I appreciate that. Yeah, for sure.
That's
She's
a real
someone
good
that you-
question. He said, "Who flying them out?" Yeah, or y'all flying yourselves out to be here to be on this dating show?
Hell no.
Oh, you like, Arizona? There's a dating show out there. All right, let me go. You can fly me out, Dion, for sure. I'm gonna go give you this, and then I could go on that dating show. Yeah, y'all are garbage feeders,
type?
bottom feeding.
Yeah.
Juice
Like
truck
the response you
drinking
just said,
trash
even though balloon got popped, but like the response you said though was very well put together, well like articulated and things like that. And that's definitely like shows that you're mature enough to understand like, okay, what would this person be experiencing if I brought
Exactly.
their, my life into theirs kind of thing and incorporated both. So yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Thank you.
Y'all some ho-
Oh man, we were so close.
Close but no cigar, right?
Right.
So, yeah.
That
Good
is all
try,
the balloons
Jimmy.
popped, unfortunately. But thank you so much for coming on.
Peace.
Let's go ahead and